Welcome to Caseback Watches. My name is Tim and I'm from Northern Germany, and we people can be a bit back to business. And so I tried to avoid this rather sentimental video. I wanted to carry on with watch reviews in this last video of 2022, but then something went terribly wrong and I will tell you what in this video. Hell of a year, I must say, with all these terrible world news and some positive successes here, some fails. And I was pondering during my daily walk what really went wrong, what went great, and I found some interesting and funny stories, some fails. I will share it all with you, but only when you share your funniest fail in the comment section. Please, I will open up here everything for you, but it would be very nice if you entertain us a bit in the comment section with your major fails in 2022. But now let's go. Oh, there are so many, First, what went wrong? What prevented that video here to be a watch review video? I was contacted by a Swedish company and they tried to talk me into a review of a watch I found not very special, but then they told me the specs are nice and good, and they were right. Specs top notch, but a bit boring, and so I said no, and then they told me, all right, we will send you our latest prototype that will be launched in 2023. What's about that? And then I thought, all right, now we have a good package here. Okay, I can do this. And I produced the video for today with both watches, and then the CEO of the company freaked completely out and said, you're blowing our marketing plan. This review was meant, let's say January or February 2023. You have to stop the video. And then I realized he said that in an email and I haven't read it properly. And so absolutely my fail. I said, sorry, I throw the video in the trash, and now here I am. So this was my major fail in scheduling videos this year. Sometimes it's just complicated. Next fail was my Nivada Grenchen stolen. I borrowed that watch from a dear viewer. I shipped it back without insurance and it was stolen. So it was absolutely idiotic action committed by me. And then we had another watch in this batch of parcel, and the second watch went to Julian Kampmann, owner of polio24.de, great online shop for wristwatches. And I told Julian one watch was stolen out of the parcel. I think your watch is gone too. And Julian and I, we're pros. We think we're pros. We handled so many watches. And so facing the theft of the second watch, we showed the only reaction that is proper to show in that situation, and it's panic. And the next fail then came from Julian's, very funny, so I take the liberty to share it with you. The parcel arrived and Julian was on high alert, checked the parcel, wrote me, the watch is gone, stolen, 2 watches gone. And then we had a telephone call and I said, sorry. And then we chattered like 2 old ladies how bad the world is. And then he realized, oh wait, there is the watch in the parcel. Oh, sorry, I haven't seen it because it was so small. Yeah, guess what? A watch is very small. Okay, next few fails. Oh, this is an endless list. Numerous errors or mistakes in videos. Once I used a calculator to show you how to figure out your customs when you import a watch into your country. The thing didn't work and I didn't see that. So this was very, very strange and stupid, and I had to cut out that part of the video because a viewer pointed out, Tim, that cannot work, that thing. So thank you very much. And this shows how important it is that people comment under such videos. When you see a mistake, then let me know, please. Because producing something flawless is impossible. I work in print as my day job and I can tell you stories. You can read that page 3 times. And there's still a major mistake. We had once a magazine about an observatory tower here in town, and the thing is called Planetarium, from planet, Planetarium. The whole magazine was nicely done, but nobody had read the title. And then it came out of the printer with Plantarium. The name was just insanely wrong. And so 3,000 copies went to the trash. And so absolutely no way to produce flawless content. And so if you see something and you think, all right, this is wrong, then please guys, let me know. I need your help then. Okay, now some positives. Let's carry on with positives. Favorite waistcoat in front of the camera. This one. Bought it in an outlet. I don't recall the brand and I just love the fit, and I just love the look and these squares, and it has a nice pocket for the microphone. Perfect, absolutely perfect. And my favorite, what was the next part here? This is a bit unscripted, I have to check the next. Favorite watch. Favorite watch in 2022. That's a hard one. That's a hard one. But I remember the most fun I had with the Vario Versa, this reversible watch with 2 watch dials, and it was just nice to wear that thing, although it had some flaws, or not flaws, some quirky decisions. So it's not perfect. It was a bit too clumsy. The colored dials were a bit too, let's say, dull, smidgen too dull, so not perfect watch, but I just loved it for that. I just loved that Vario Versa. This was an amazing watch, made by a very friendly company, I must say. It was a pleasure to be in contact with them, and so this was really a highlight here for me, the Vario Versa. Very strange decision, right? And my next point here is favorite watch bodies in 2022. Many people, but the first one was Cormac from 470, and he proved again that he's a super smart and super friendly guy, and just a pleasure to do business with, and so he's absolutely number one. And there are some others. I had but when I start to mention some, then the other will be a bit annoyed. So I think I will carry on with the favorite watch manufacturer, favorite watch company in 2022. For me personally, very personal, was Lebois. Founded by Tom, and Tom met me here in my hometown. He went all the way from the Netherlands to Germany to share some watch talk with me, to show me amazing prototypes. And what I really love with Lebois and the brand Airain, which is part of Lebois, this attention to detail, and guy is really a fan. This is really a fan. This is not a business person. Of course, he's also a business person, but I would say 90% of him is really the watch geek who wants to do it right, no matter the cost. And so he came up with some interesting watches, the Type 20 and this nice Lebois chronograph. Sometimes very expensive, which is a huge risk for a smaller brand, but he did it, and I'm absolutely honored that he took the time to visit me here in my hometown. I felt a bit bad, by the way. I was not a good host. This was a time with an insane workload, and so I only had 2 hours for him, and I wanted to show him, or it would be better to show him the town and the Reeperbahn, the red light district and everything else. Wasn't the time, so I felt a bit bad. Tom, sorry again for being not the perfect host here. All right, next point, favorite beta watch. And this was during my very long vacation. I spent, I think, 4 weeks in vacations this year, and the favorite beta watch was the Laurier Neptune, my Laurier Neptune. Just love it. Just love it, and I really beat it up because it was in the ocean with me and bodyboard and snorkeling, and it's covered with scratches now, but I just love it, and it performed very well. It was hassle-free, despite the fact that it has a hazelite crystal, so plexi, so of course you see the scratches, but you know what, I don't care. And since I bought that watch, I follow that brand. I want to see everything new they come up with, and there were some interesting releases 2022, and I'm looking forward to see new watches next year from Laurier. And the next point is my greatest acquisition, and I should say grand and loud and with some color and some bling, because this was the Tudor Prince Date Day I purchased from a dear viewer, believe it or not, in Australia. It was a pleasure, really. And I sported this watch over and over again in summer and showed it to everybody who knows me and to everybody who doesn't know me. And it was such a pleasure to wear this loud two-tone watch. And years ago, I wouldn't have thought that I have the guts to sport such a watch, but now I'm very, very happy with it, and I feel super comfortable wearing the wonderful Tudor Prince Date Day discontinued. This is also nice. You cannot just go to the boutique and buy the watch. Okay, and now the biggest doubt in 2022 I'd like to share with you. This is positivity, believe it or not. Positivity. As a YouTuber, you're constantly in that tension between being positive, so that watch companies are happy with your reviews, and your duty to present the truth to the viewers, right? So this is very, very hard to manage, and my way was always I only order watches I really like. So I watch I see images, I read the spec sheet, and when I really see there is substance, then I order the watch and I make a review. And when I don't like the bracelet, for example, the Laurier bracelet I didn't like so much, I tell you, absolutely. But it is somewhat hard, and the perfect situation would be to review only watches you own for, let's say, 2 years. But of course, then you cannot create a program, you cannot be in contact with your viewers, you cannot make a watch show. This is absolutely impossible. But I really have to be careful that I'm not too positive because of companies. And the major problem then is I'm in contact with smaller companies, for example, like Lebois. I like Tom. And it would be very, very difficult when he comes up with something I absolutely don't like. What then? What then? So my duty would be then just to not to produce that review, and I will try that. And it actually happened in 2022 that viewers found me with certain watches too positive, absolutely. And some found me with other watches too negative. So it's a bit of a challenge. But I can promise you that I really have this problem in mind, and what you will never see in 2023, never see in other years, are paid reviews. With disclosure or not, doesn't even matter. You will not see paid reviews on Caseback watches. I hate it. I just hate it. Okay, last point, New Year resolutions. My major resolution is to drink older red wines. I find this very important, so that youth is nice when you have it, but a nice drop in a bottle should have some maturity. And so this is resolution number 1, older red wine. No, I'm kidding. My real resolution is to read less news. I read the book from Dobelli, Rolf Dobelli, Swiss author, and he wrote how not to read the news. I think it's the English title of that book. I read it, and Dobelli said, news will distract you. And I noticed, in fact, that my span of attention went down from my years as a student. There I could read books and books and books and books, no problem. But now I have to check emails every 20 minutes and to read news. And so this is really my plan for 2023. As a private person, not as a journalist, Tim will not read any more news. And Dobelli doesn't say that you should avoid the real world. No, but you should avoid these short news from all around the world that don't affect your life. And you should read books and well-written, long articles with some foundation written by capable people. And that's exactly my plan. And I'm doing this now for 2 weeks. And I have the impression that it already starts working. And so I'm very happy with that New Year resolution. Okay, and that's it for this video. Don't judge too hard over me, please, because this is still a one-man show with day job, channel, shop, and some other hobbies. And so the workload was sometimes crazy this year. Cormac 470 told me, Tim, you're working too hard. Stop working so hard. And then he went to California for a nice week with family and leisure time. Yeah, nice one. Nice one. But anyway, this was a great year, and I'm really looking forward to see you people in 2023. And I think that's it. I could share so many more mistakes, but I will stop now. And so let's stop it here now. Have a fabulous 2023 and see you then.